I did such a bad job.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Brittany and you're watching. Today, I debated on whether or not to upload this. This is a friend's project pan that was going on about, has it been 2 weeks since it's ended? I don't know. So the ending date I didn't hit. And I discovered some things. This is my first ever project pan. I'm not the best. So I think I'm going to not do any more mini project pans. I'm just going to, at the beginning of the year, do a year-long one. I think I would have more success with that. So let's just jump on into it. This project pan was started by Rachel, Stephanie, and Jocelyn Claire. I'll link their finale videos down in the description below. Okay, so there were 6 different prompts, I believe, by underneath the TV show Friends. The first one being pivot. This is something one of the friends say about getting a piece of furniture up the stairs, and he would just say pivot, pivot, it never fit. But this was described as a brand that has pivoted, either cruelty-free, non-cruelty-free, something that was liked, now it's not, as a brand. So what I chose, or for you personally, that's how I chose it. Like, this is an item that I used to love. And then when I picked this item, I didn't really love it that much anymore. I'll tell you. First off, it's the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I didn't mark how much I had left because it's always looked like this. I have used this since this project pan started, so I think it's went along for like 2 months. And I thought for sure this would be like a gimme product, but these things last forever. I've seen someone say that one of these has lasted 2 years. Now, I do like that I included this item in this project pan just because I discovered the reason why I didn't like it, which is why I chose this, because I used to love it, is because I was trying to use too much product. So when I was using the appropriate amount of product, I found that I really still enjoy this. So it's not gone. I think it's going to be one of those items that one day it's just like not going to come out anymore. It's starting to be very hard to get any products out of the tube. So this, my goal was to complete. I didn't hit that goal, but I like that I picked it because I fell in love with this product again, because I got to use it every single day since it started, at least every single day that I wore makeup, which is about 5 out of 7 days a week. And so yeah, I like this again. It is almost gone. I'm not mad that I didn't hit my mark, and I'm glad that I included it in this. So, next item. The next line was the Smelly Cat song. So this was a item that smells. It could either be a good smell or a bad smell. And what I chose was this Hemp Nation lotion. So this has a good smell, although it's more of a Christmassy scent. It's the Sugar Plum Cookie one. So I started this project pan and it was like right there. The lines kind of faded. And I know you can still see product in here, but I mean, that's because I'm scraping the sides. In order to get the rest of this that's like jammed on the corners, I would have to cut this open, and I'm just not doing that. So I finished this within the amount of time when this was over. It was very easy. I like that I included this because it got me into the habit of putting on a lotion after I got out of the shower, which I need to do anyway, because as far as like my face is oily for whatever reason, but my body's more dry. So I need to do that, and it's also like good for your skin to do that. So I like that I included this. I was able to finish it, so that's always a plus. It's a project pan, that's a point. At least for me, that was the point of this one. And since then, I've included another one that I've been using daily because it got me into the habit, the project pan did. So yeah, finished that one. The next prompt, if I'm looking down, it's because I am reading. So it was a dessert that one of the friends created. So it was like the pages got stuck together, the dessert and the entree page, and one of the friends liked it because he said he liked all the components. And what I chose, and what it means is like a product that most people don't like that you do like. And what I chose was the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I know a lot of people like this, but I feel like a lot of people liked this years ago, and since then it's the Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer and the Tarte Shape Tape that has taken this one's place. I didn't finish this. I think some people might say that this is finished. I mean, you could see all the way down and there's no product. How I have to use this is taking it from the sides there, so you can see that like I've scraped the sides to pieces. And so, I mean, looking in the tube, there's no product just sitting in the tube. It's all on the sides of the tube. So technically I could say this is finished, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get every last little drop without taking out the stopper because I feel like I would mess that up. So yeah, I could call this finished, but because I love it so much, like I'm not calling it finished. I love this. I used this for 2 weeks straight the last couple of weeks, and I will absolutely repurchase this when it is finished. It's not finished yet. So prompt 4 is Sheezz's Lobster, and what it's described is no matter how much you try to leave a product, you always come back to it. And for me, that was the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I didn't realize this was my favorite powder until I started to do the Shop My Stash, and I found no matter what I chose, I always came back to this. And when I started this, it was almost all gone. I'm calling this one quits. I think the only amount of product that you're seeing is because it's stained on there. I mean, you can see full pan. And when I was using this, I would use this and go back over my entire face with another powder just because this alone was not giving me any coverage. So I figure if that is where we're at with this product, then it's time to call it quits. And for me to say that, I have got to repurchase one of these very soon. I just love this. I've had it forever. I think this is my first pressed powder that I've ever used fully, and highly recommend, would repurchase, will repurchase. So finish that. So I'm not doing so good. Right now it's about 50-50. Granted, I could count that concealer as finished. I'm not. I'm going to try to get every last drop out of that. Now, the next line is He's So Pretty I Want to Cry. And this is something that was a pretty, like, packaging product. So, okay, so I chose the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer. I had 2 samples. Now, I have finished this little sample, and I have the other one, which should be finished up anytime, but technically I included both of them, so I didn't use them both up, and I would bring the other one up here, but then I'd be afraid that they get mixed up. So one of the 2 is complete. The other one, I could probably pull it for 1 more week and maybe use it for the entire week. I like this primer. I don't think that I would repurchase this primer. It's a good primer, but I've had better. So yeah, this one is done. I'm not doing as bad as I thought now that I'm like looking at these products. The next prompt, the final prompt, is how you doing? And that's a line that one of the friends says, and it's described as something you've lusted over. I don't really do that with makeup, but with skincare I do. I just, for whatever reason, I have a more difficult time biting the bullet with skincare when it comes to like expensive items. So I put it in the Drunk Elephant Littles collection. I always say that, but I think it's like more of a set. But these are the products. I finished them all, and I'll just give a little quick overview. The eye cream took the longest. I ended up using all of this after this technically should have ended, and I would not repurchase it. I don't see that it did anything spectacular for that price tag. The Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser, I have the bigger one, and I also got this smaller one for my birthday, so with Sephora. I wouldn't repurchase it. It's a cleanser. Like, it's not an amazing cleanser. It's not a bad cleanser. It's a cleanser. And I don't feel this justified to keep spending the money on this particular cleanser because it's not out of this world. And I feel like for the price tag, the only way I'm buying any of these products is if it is out of this world. So, finish that, but wouldn't repurchase. Now, the whipped cream, what was it, Lala Retro whipped cream. I finished all of this. You can see, I mean, there's absolutely no product. Love this. I have repurchased it. I am using the big container. I feel like that container is going to last me forever. And I just use this at night as like my heavier moisturizer. And like I said, I have oily combination skin, so the fact that I like this surprised me. But it does something for like textures. It gets rid of them and it doesn't make me feel like an oil slick the next day. So I will continuously purchase this. Love this, used it up. The C from a Day Serum, I feel like was the first one to get used up on me. I have repurchased this and I'm going to repurchase it again in like every time there's a VIB sale. It just does something. Vitamin C is good for your skin and I just feel like I can't go without this now that I have this in my life. It's finished. But I have the bigger one. But as far as this Project Pan, that's finished. Another one that surprised me that I liked because of my skin type, it's combination oily, is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. Oils scare me because I have oily skin. But like I said about the other, this product, as far as like texture on your skin, it just gets rid of it and gives you like a really smooth silk canvas without the next day being oily. So when I put this on, my face does look oily, and I just use like, when I had this, I just used one pump, and with the bigger one that I have, I just use 2 little drops. And I rub it all in the skin, like in the moment that it's on my skin. When I'm going to bed, my face does look oily, but when I wake up, it just looks, I don't know, like radiant, not textured. These products have changed my skin, and I'm going to do a very detailed video about that soon. But yes, highly would recommend that. Will always repurchase that. The next one that I have, I think I finished this the same time I finished these C Serum because I use these 2 products at the same time during the day. This is the B Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This is really good for my skin type. Like, it is a moisturizer that I use after I put this vitamin C serum in, and it has like a gel feeling. I still use a moisturizer even with my oily skin after I use this product, but I think that this is one of the contributors in transforming my skin. So would recommend this. I finished this. I finished all these. I don't know why I keep saying that. This, I think, if we're going to pinpoint one particular product that is responsible for the most change that I've seen in my face, I think it's this. This is the TLC Glycolic Night Serum. Since this has been introduced to my skincare routine, my breakouts have decreased, and just the overall look and like just overall my skin just looks amazing. I used one pump of the little baby one at night, and I have repurchased it. It's the bigger one, and I will continue to repurchase it. This is amazing. That's not bad. Like, looking at all of these products, really, because you can technically, I feel like anyone else would call this quits, but like, I mean, I will pull it for a future Shop My Stash. I would have to pull another concealer because I don't think it's going to make it a whole week. So the only thing technically that I didn't finish is this primer potion, which also is almost used up. So I feel like I did pretty good. Ooh, no, I got that other primer. I did a little bit over half. You know, I'm looking at these products. I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I finished 10 products. And I could call the concealer finished, so that's 11. So 2 products technically weren't used up out of 14. I'm terrible at math. I don't know what that percentage is. That makes me feel better. When I was sitting down to film this video, I was like, should you even film it? You did terrible. But I feel like that's my perfectionism coming in. I don't think that I would do another, like, such short time Project Pan again. I just think that I really like doing the weekly Shop My Stash, and I feel like that hindered me from pulling products that I wanted to pull because I knew that this date was coming. So, yeah, if there's any Project Pans going on that you think that I might be better at, let me know in the comments below. And if you have a Project Pan going on, I love watching them. I'm just not successful at doing them. So let me know in the comments below as well. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.